Hey guys, what's going on? Thought I'd take a little night ride. It's cooler, a little bit more relaxed, not as many cars on the road. Maybe just throw out some random thoughts and just get the bike out for a little ride. Been pretty busy lately. Busy with work, and of course that makes it tough to get any videos done, but it's the weekend, so had a little extra time. We got the cruise control on right now. It's kind of helpful, allows me to turn on my camera. So anyway, take a little jaunt down the so-called main drag here. There are a couple of things that make me scratch my head a little bit and wonder why, I guess, so to speak. So I thought I'd cover a few of those things. There kind of are a few in my mind, and how shall we say, they're more like little niggles or whatever, but you know, it is what it is. And but anyway, one of the things that kind of a niggle, I guess, would be the seat. To remove the seat, you've got to pull the material back on the rear portion of the seat, and I just don't understand why they designed the seat removal that way. It's really difficult to get a tool down in between the material, and you've got to really pull back on the vinyl or whatever the seat covering is. And you know, I kind of think about things long term, and it just doesn't seem like a really good solution to fasten a seat down to pull back on the material. You really do have to pull back on it, and I can only imagine in whatever 5 years or maybe more long term that ends up doing some damage to the seat just to get the thing off. And anyway, so that was one thing that was kind of bothering me a little bit. You know, I suppose you could just buy a new seat or whatever, but it was kind of a pain to get those fasteners out to take the seat off. And I did have the seat off for a reason. I'll talk about that in a little bit. But the other thing is the oil window is on the opposite side of the engine to the filler, which is different. I can't say I've had any bikes that I've ever owned. I'm not saying that there aren't any others out there like it, but usually the oil window's on the same side as the filler. So when you change the oil, you know, you just have a quick look at it or whatever. You know, there are some slight vibrations in the lower RPMs, but you know, that's not where this bike is designed to operate anyway. So you know, it's a compromise. What are you going to do? You can't make this thing smooth everywhere and every bit of the RPM range. It's a high-strung race bike, but you know, it's there. You feel it on the street, and you know, I'm not going to fault the bike. It's just part of the design. It's part of what you're getting. But anyway, the reason I had the seat off was because I wanted to check the battery, the terminals, make sure that the terminals were snug, and so I was getting under there to make sure that those bolts were tightened down on the battery, and they were a little loose actually. Both the positive and negative. Now they weren't like so loose that the wires were You know, you could like physically feel them jiggling them back and forth. But when I applied some light pressure to torque those bolts down, they definitely moved a considerable amount. You know, not to the point of, you know, torquing them down to something ridiculous. Obviously they don't need to be that tight, but I was surprised to find that they were loose. Now the reason that I was under there doing that was because I had heard some discussion about the lean angle sensor disappearing randomly on some of the bikes, and one of the suggestions was to make sure that your battery terminals were nice and tight. And so just for preventative reasons, I just went in there and said, oh, you know what the heck, I may as well check it anyway, and I'm glad I did, because mine were loose. Anyway, so you might consider, guys, if you've never checked, or if you've got a newer bike like mine here, this bike has, I think, like 450 miles on it now, something like that. It's not even broke in, but I would check that first, you know, before anything else. It's always best to just check simple things first anyway. I don't know, that's really about all I can think of as far as anything about the bike, at least at this point, that makes me raise up my eyebrows, so to speak. Yeah, there's some heat down by my legs, but you know, it's not unbearable. Actually, it's kind of nice right now because it's cooler. It's a little heater right now. Kind of like it. Let's see how these bright lights work. You know, I had somebody flash me, but let's just check it out right here. You know, this bike actually has really good headlights. Very impressed. Now my Suzuki, my Gixxer K6, not even anywhere close to this. I'm going to dim them down here. I don't want to blind people, but not bad at all. I've had some other questions too about, you know, am I going to plan on putting some exhaust on the bike and, you know, something aftermarket or not? At this point, probably not, because I really like the sound of this stock exhaust. I mean, it's pretty awesome. I'm seeing some lights up here. What's going on? Maybe to finish pulling somebody over and finish writing something up, but let's see what's going on here. Hard to tell. Several cruisers there for one vehicle. I don't know, maybe a DUI. So I'm gonna start heading back to the homestead. I know it's kind of random, guys, on the topics, and but I did want to say that I do have some more videos planned, and definitely some more riding videos too. I want to get this thing out and get it back up in the canyons again. So I'm going to stop here for a second. The fan's on. Just have a look at my my bike, if I can get my kickstand down. Yeah, this is the bike, guys. Let's do a little walk around. Hope the light's not too low, but yeah. There were several choices, you guys know, as far as color schemes, but I don't know, this one just appealed to me the most as far as looks. And I know some guys don't prefer the that raw aluminum look on the swinging arm, but I think it's awesome. I like it. I like it a lot. It's one of the reasons why I chose this color scheme. So, head back out on the road here. I don't even think I mentioned that I've got a new mic in. Maybe I did. I ended up buying a new mic, a nice Sony mic. The Sony mic that I'm using was suggested by a lot of vloggers, so I thought I'd give it a try. Hopefully it's doing a good job. Man, I love these brakes. Gotta love that. Well, guys, I'm gonna be heading back in here, and until the next video, you guys have a good one, and we'll have a new video out here pretty soon. And when I say we, that'd be the bike and me. Catch you later, guys. Have a good one.